Håkan Hellström, or some similar pronunciation, is a Swedish artist. He was involved in bands from some point in the 90s, released his first solo album in 2000. He has released 12 in total, 10 of which have topped the Swedish charts. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is a review of, here we go. Känn, ingen sorg för mig Göteborg, or some other pronunciation, by, what was it? Håkan Hellström, again, some pronunciation might be off there, which was released in the year 2000 and was his first album and was a breakthrough. And it's my first encounter with him. So I've not heard this album before or known anything about it. So knowing no Swedish but some German, I guessed that the title of the album meant "Can anyone care for my Göteborg?" Göteborg. It turns out it actually means, because I looked it up, "Don't be sad for me, Göteborg," which is obviously possibly even a play on "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." So I was reasonably impressed that I was close, despite it being a language that I have very little to do with. I would describe this as being pop rock with a particularly jangly guitar sound in it, which is why Acclaimed Music has got the genre jangle pop as one of its descriptions. The particular sound of the guitar reminded me of a South African style of jangly guitar playing. It's just that the tone of the guitar was very much like that. Back to this album, I kind of was struck by a feeling that it was a bit kind of new wave, but I'm not sure that that's really very applicable. But it's got that kind of immediacy to it, which is, I guess, a lot of pop rock does, though. So it's not a huge stretch. Most of the songs are quite upbeat and poppy. There are a couple that are a little bit slower. Atom Bomb is a bit slower and more epic in feel. So apparently, he's been criticised for his voice being out of tune. And I've got 2 points I want to make. I am going to stand up to for him here. So, A, not really, compared to quite a few others that I've encountered on this list. There's a lot worse out of tuneness that I've come across. And B, actually, is the way in which he's slightly out of tune at times. It's actually just kind of a wavering kind of fragility, which is very similar to, not in the tone, but in that aspect of his voice, very similar to Robert Smith of The Cure, who has gone down well in the past and still does. So, you didn't need to know that criticism, but he gave me something to talk about, so there we go. The lyrics are in Swedish, which I don't know. Wikipedia says, quote, "So the topics are often bittersweet or melancholic reflections of unrequited love, decadent youth culture, including drug use, or the feeling of being an outsider." Okay, so I've been told it's okay as an album. I think it probably loses quite a bit for me by not understanding the words. There would be albums where I go, yeah, this is great, and I wouldn't need to, but I think on this one I got a feeling that the words would just make it a little bit more something. So it's not at the top end for me musically. It's okay, and it's perfectly acceptable, but it didn't kind of light me up in any way musically. So that's what I think. As always, I would really love to know what you think of this album, so please share that with me by leaving me a comment. And that's it from me for now.